Hi guys, and welcome back to Tyshawn Approves. Tyshawn here. I know it has been over a month since I've put out a video. I apologize, guys. I'm trying to do better with getting you guys more videos on what's happening um, in our current state, what's going on with the economy, with politics. I haven't uploaded my videos when it comes to doing like fun things, just because I have to edit them, guys. I have to edit them, and editing takes a long time. Typically, the videos that you've seen so far, with the exception of maybe like one or two, I haven't edited. I've just like uploaded them. I haven't even edited. But I felt it was very imperative to come on here and just talk about what's going on. Derek Chauvin was found guilty. He was found guilty on all three charges. And so I want to talk briefly about that, as well as a good friend of mine. We were talking and he asked me, he said, do I believe the blue wall is falling? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the charges first. I'm ecstatic, but I'm also shocked, or I should say happily shocked, that they did find him guilty on all charges. The reason I say happily shocked is because I am happy that they found him guilty, but I'm shocked because, there had been videos. I know a lot of people had been discussing this. There had been videos of going back 30 years to 1991 of Rodney King, and those police officers were found not guilty. Eric Gardner. So, it's very, you can take a breath of fresh air now. I feel a little less uneasy now, when as a black man, as a black gay man, when I go out into society. I feel just a little less uneasy than I normally would, because they found this cop guilty on all charges. Sentencing won't take place for another 8 weeks, which a lot of people and a good friends of mine have said, well, Rashay, they have to follow the process. Whatever. I feel like he should get the maximum sentence, period. For me, it should be natural born life. However, that's not a part of that won't be a part of his sentencing based on the charges. But that's how I feel. Maybe the judge can do that. I don't know. I'm not a legal mind or a legal scholar. This is just the things that I research, and I try to give you the best information. But yes, I'm happy that they found him guilty. The jury was able, as they said in the case, to believe their own eyes and what was on camera and the camera footage. So I'm happy about that. Moving on to, is the blue wall falling? I personally don't believe the blue wall is falling just because of this one small victory. I don't believe that. A lot of people do believe that the blue wall is falling because there were a lot of police officers that came and testified against Derek Chauvin, or Chauvin, whatever his name is. I don't really care if I'm mispronouncing his name. I don't. But a lot of police officers and chiefs and what have you came forward and, spoke against him and said, the things that he did were uncalled for. It was unjust. The whole shebang. To me, that doesn't mean that the blue wall is falling, because we see what just happened with Dante Wright and the police officer. Oh God, what's her name? Kim Potter. We see what just happened with that. So, and then more recently, there was this little girl who I just have seen clips of it. I haven't actually looked into it because I don't want to be triggered in that way. It's too close to this verdict for me to be triggered in that way. Because when this verdict came through, I cried. Because I was so overwhelmed. So I didn't really look into what happened, but I'm assuming that the girl was killed. And this happened just yesterday. This happened just yesterday. So I don't believe the blue wall is falling. I think it will take real police reform from our government for the quote unquote blue wall to actually fall. And police reform is in a lot of different, it's in a lot of different spots, or a lot of different segments, I should say. Because I do believe in the message behind defunding the police. A lot of people think when they hear defund the police, and I'm getting a little off topic here, but a lot of people believe when they hear defund the police, that means get rid of, the police department. Come on, guys, that sounds so crazy. No one wants to get rid of the police department, but we do need to reallocate those funds to other things within the police department. Because one thing that I never thought of until someone mentioned it to me, especially with the guy in my home state of South Carolina, Jonathan Pentland, who you can't tell me he's not a racist, but again, that's another video for another day. Just because you are a racist and you put on the police uniform or the military uniform doesn't stop you from being a racist. You are still a racist in that uniform. So it is high time that we hold these people accountable. And yes, yesterday was a small victory, but I need to continuously see this, because what we do know, which is a fact, is that most black people are arrested and killed at a very higher rate, at a higher rate than white folks. And to me, that's crazy when black people, and you guys can look up all of these facts, only make up about 17% of the United States, while white or Caucasians make up 70 to 80% of the United States. It doesn't make sense to me. It just does not make sense to me. So do I believe the blue wall is falling? No. I need to see more. I need to see more cops held accountable. I need to see more good cops hold bad cops accountable when they see them doing something, and not just stick together because that's my fellow police officer. I need to see more cops held accountable by other police officers, and then I will say, the blue wall is falling. So I just wanted to come on here and say that all of his sentences, Derek Chauvin, all of his sentences put together would be about 75 years. I was talking with my uncle, shout out to my uncle, and he let me know that it would be concurrent, which apparently means that if, I think the maximum sentence for one of his charges is 40 years. So if the maximum, if they give him 40, 25, and 5, he'll only serve 40, or, what have you. So I hope he gets the maximum. Personally, I feel like he took this man's life, and he needs to spend his natural born life in a jail cell, in a prison cell. So that's how I feel about it. But I do want you guys to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my video, to my channel. Make sure you hit the bell so that when I do upload videos, you get that notification. And also, shout out to George Floyd. I feel like his death was not in vain, if you will. That man, to me, he really did not have to die. But because he did, because 9 minutes, this police officer's knee was on his neck, he was able to change the world. So thank you.